everybody! For today's video, I'm going to be bringing you an easy vegan pesto recipe. For this recipe, you're going to want to take a blender and get about 5 garlic cloves. You could use more or less just depending on how garlicky you want the pesto to be. I really love garlic, so I tend to do a little bit more sometimes even. Really just depends on you. You're then going to take your fresh basil leaves and de-stem them and put them in the blender as well. I like to get my fresh basil from farmers markets. They tend to be a lot less expensive there and a lot fresher as well. After you de-stem the basil, it should be about 1.5 cups to 2 cups, depending on how much you purchased or how flavorful you want your pesto to be. I really love my pesto to be extra green, so I use a ton. You can certainly do maybe about half of what I'm using here, and that would be perfectly fine, completely up to you. You're then going to take the juice from 2 fresh lemons and squeeze that into your blender. The next step is to add 1 cup of fresh pine nuts to your blender as well. I like to store my pine nuts in a mason jar. It keeps them extra fresh and also a lot easier to pour when it comes time for a recipe. Next, you'll need a 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast adds in that cheesy flavor that you find in traditional pestos. You'll also add in 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper and also 1/8 teaspoon of salt. You could definitely add in a little bit more salt if necessary. Your last ingredient is going to be a 1/3 cup of olive oil. Then you're going to blend all of the ingredients until everything is well incorporated. At the end, I like to give my pesto a little taste just to make sure that the flavor is right, that maybe it doesn't need any extra salt or pepper or lemon juice or what have you. Once everything is done, your pesto should look something like this. You're then going to want to scoop out all of the contents and either add it directly into your pasta, or you can do what I do, which is add it into a mason jar and keep it in the fridge until I'm ready to cook it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and that you get some good use out of it. I would love to hear any suggestions for recipes that you would love to see veganized. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.